It's rare for a phone under 70,000 points to surprise, but it worked this time. The Fossibot F102 is a massive device with numerous surprising extras. We can decide what kind of phone it is based on most phone specifications. The Fossibot F102 is completely different. We need to hold this mobile in hand in order to appreciate it. Not because the hardware is bad, the specifications speak for themselves. The Helio G99 central chip is strong, modern, perhaps only missing 5G. The power of the CPU makes the device capable of running their built-in GPU game. The 12 GB of memory can be expanded with 8 GB of virtual memory, which is available for everything. We won't find the storage scanty either, because the 256 GB storage has made a terabyte. Again, it's enough for everything. The display is huge with a 6.5800-fold diagonal. The resolution of 1080x 24 OLED pixels. The maximum brightness of 450 CD. The 120 Hz refresh rate is also a very pleasant thing. And I haven't even talked about HDR support yet. The battery capacity is as big as a typical portable battery these days. That is 16,500 milliamps. It comes with 33W fast charging, capable of reverse charging as well. So we can charge other phones with this F102. The camera setup doesn't seem bad either, with a 108 megapixel main camera and a 5 megapixel macro. However, the most interesting is the 20 megapixel night vision camera. It operates with infrared solution. What else is there? Well, quite a lot, since this is a rugged phone and it has all the durability features that the leading phones do. In other words, it has IP68, IP69K certification, and there's also the mileage study at 10 military certification. This device can withstand sunlight, cold, heat, acidic and humid environments, to low or high pressure, a high pressure water jet, to shock throw dust submersion in water, and the dog knows what it resists to everything. Another noticeable, or let's say rather dazzling feature is the huge lamp placed on the back. This is a real pocket lamp, or let's put it this way, she's a camping girl. We get 3 selectable light intensities, plus there's an SOS flash and a strobe effect too. What I've been talking about so far were just the more interesting things, but here are the usual capabilities too. The phone supports 5 navigation systems, so you're sure not to get lost if you have it with you. The Wi-Fi is N, also known as Wi-Fi 5, with a quite recent version of Bluetooth 5.2. It has OTG, OTS support, NFC, FM radio, and headphone connection. We get a gyroscope, infrared, gravity sensor, geomagnetic sensor, proximity sensor, compass operating in a magnetic field, fingerprint reader, face recognition, and loudspeakers and a Type-C connector. I hope I didn't leave anything out. In the end, there's something that nothing really prepares you for. Something that made me say that we need to take it in our hands to appreciate it. And that's its size and its weight. This phone is roughly the size of an external battery with a capacity of 20,000 mAh, which in practice means that 172 times. Its size is 83x 26 mm and its weight is 495 grams. Which is nearly half a kilo. It's clear that the Fossibot F102 isn't an average phone. It has everything to use it as a normal everyday phone, but it knows everything that makes a mobile phone a rugged phone. So this phone was designed for work, and it's a real industrial device. Question, how does it work? Of course, I gained some experience during the test. I immersed it in water. I threw it away. I phoned him, and of course I used the cameras. So I did what I had to do. I tested it on him. I think everything. There were no problems with the phone calls. The microphones and speakers are mostly average. Everything worked perfectly. The GPS is flawless due to the central unit. It quickly finds the satellites. The cameras aren't too extra either, but their capabilities exceed that of a 30-40 megabyte older solution. The pictures are of usable quality. There is some loss of detail towards the edges, but that's usual. The colors are correct, perhaps a bit more pale, but I still prefer this to overly saturated shots. The 5 megapixel macro is very usable, much better than the 2 megapixel solution of Xiaomi phones. We can make relatively good quality videos, but with a maximum resolution of 2K with the main camera. The has 4X, and of course it's software based. The quality of the videos is good in my opinion, if not excellent. There's no vibration damping at 2K assembly as far as I can tell. You'll need it for steady handheld shots. Nevertheless, and especially considering this is a rugged phone, the quality is absolutely acceptable. The most interesting is obviously its night vision capability. This will be monochrome, as it is an infrared solution. The 20 megapixel night vision camera can be used even in completely dark places. The objects are recognizable if we want. We can even use it while filming. I really liked the animated GIF creation option where we can make a few seconds of small moving pictures. Overall, these cameras are good, but not exceptionally so. I was satisfied with the display. I was expecting a little something extra. I don't even understand why, but to tell the truth, this is just a perfectly average display with average capabilities, brightness and pixel density. Perhaps the size and resolution of the display is not a typical rugged phone data. Of course, the huge battery is enough for everything. With average usage, you might be fine for a week without charging connector option. The built-in camping lamp works very well. We get such brightness that we certainly won't need a flashlight anymore. I have not yet talked about the operating system on the phone. Android 13 runs essentially a base Android spiked with a neon-specific application. We get a simplified interface, which with its large buttons greatly facilitates use during work. We get a group of programs in which we find programs that we can use while working. It has things like protractor, accelerometer, volume meter, magnet and controller. As I mentioned, the G99 central chip. It can even be used to run games. So running Android and auxiliary programs is good. Absolutely no problem. To summarize, the Fossibot F102 is not a fashion phone, it is a work tool. If you're not scared of its size, it can be your cooler every day, because they did not skip on anything compared to what was your work phone. By the end of the video, I can give you 2 good pieces of advice, one of which is that I'm going back. Be careful, don't forget your home. The other thing is to get the care. Get a strong phone holder because an average holder won't tolerate this. That's about it. Bye. I'll be back with another test next week.